Let's go ahead and get started, y'all. We are super excited to be with y'all tonight, and really for the next 20 minutes or so, just talk about helping you create options for your family, because that is really the heartbeat behind everything that we do here. That's what we're after. For the woman who's working 2 jobs, for the stay-at-home mom, for the wife, for the college student, kind of whatever category you currently fall into and whatever season of life you're in. This is truly about creating options and opening up more freedom in your life. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight, because more than anything, we want you to walk away from tonight knowing that you have options and that you are not stuck where you are. So I want to just quickly start us off by just sharing my personal story. Several years ago, after my kids were born, I was really just kind of looking for a way to fill in the gaps of our finances. If I haven't met you, my name is Chelsea. I am a former elementary teacher. I taught in the classroom for 12 years and I loved every minute of it. But after I had kids, my mindset really started to shift. And I really started to understand that traditional jobs require traditional hours and way. And what I really wanted was more time with my kids. That's what I wanted in that season. And I found myself feeling really frustrated by that and feeling really stuck. I feel like we're living in a season right now where groceries and gas are through the roof. I don't have to tell y'all how expensive it is to go to Costco or to go on a date night. So many of us just want to be the yes mom or be able to plan a date night or be able to plan a vacation without anxiety over our finances. And that's really my story with this. I came into this with zero social media or any sort of affiliate marketing or social media or social selling experience. And I really just started for the products. I started drinking the pink drink, fell in love with the energy I had. And I remember making $300 my first month when I shared with my mom, my sister, and my best friend, just 3 people. I called up the people in my inner circle. I said, I started something new. Y'all need to do this with me. And when I got that first $300 deposit, I kind of had that moment of like, wow, what if I actually did this? What if I don't actually have to tutor an extra $20 or 20 hours per month and hustle my face off away from home? What if this could actually work for me? And so that's what I decided I was going to do. I was going to actually pursue this. I was nervous. I didn't have a clue what I was doing, but y'all, I saw the possibility with this. And after 6 months, I had turned that $300 per month into making both of our car payments. And then I started paying our mortgage. And after a few years in, I was able to fully retire from teaching. And I have been home creating career income from my phone ever since. We truly get to live life on our own terms with control over our schedule. And it has completely changed our family dynamic. I cannot overstate what this has done for us. And I really love sharing that story because it's personal to us. And I love encouraging people that if an introverted 5th grade teacher, and Libby's going to share her story in a minute, and you'll very quickly see that different personalities can do this. But if an introverted 5th grade teacher with no social media experience can do this, so can you. And that's really what tonight is all about. It's about you, and it's about you helping you figure out if this is going to be the answer for your family. And so we're here to just help you dream a little bit tonight about what this could look like for your family. And so for the next couple of minutes, I just want you to go into it with this simple, open-minded question. What if this really could change our circumstances? When I started this, my husband and I were 2 public school teachers. And by saying yes to this, we've been able to save money. We've been able to get out of debt, to give our children experiences that I never thought 2 teachers would be able to. And I get to do that in the most incredible community of women who are all pursuing growth together. And so I just want you to keep that question in your mind as you're listening for the next couple of minutes. If she can do it, why not me? And what if this could really be the answer that I'm looking for? So we're so excited you're here, and I'm excited for you to get to hear from Libby tonight. If you aren't already following her, you need to follow her on Instagram. I'll put her handle in the comments here. She is just the best. We have totally different stories with this, and I cannot wait for y'all to hear from her.
You are the sweetest, and the same could be said about Chelsea because she is also the sweetest. I'm so sorry. My dog is losing his mind in the background. We're gonna pretend like he does not exist for the moment. But actually, please hold. I'm so sorry. This is how we do this. This is how this works. Hold on.
This is some real life happening here. My kids may wander in at some point. Who knows? There we go.
Hi. Okay, so he's a puppy and he thinks that he's employed by the Chicago Fire Department, and every time a fire truck goes by, he just feels the need to bark. But anyway, hi, hello, my name is Libby. I am 27. I am from Ann Arbor, Michigan, but I currently live in Chicago with my husband. Husband is fun because we got married 2 weeks ago, which is part of my story, but I will get there in a hot second. So I actually joined Plexus the first time back in 2017. I was 20. And I had a lot of gut health problems. One of my mom's friends, who was a nurse, recommended the products to me. I started taking them and I immediately saw massive changes in my health. But I was young and I also saw the income opportunity be a huge blessing to me. So I started with this business and I went full steam ahead. And then flash forward to 2020 when a lot of people started to grow in the social media space. My Instagram and TikTok really took off. And so I was like, you know what? I see a lot of these influencers making a lot of money. You guys are done with that. Sorry. Goodbye. I saw a lot of influencers making really good. Oh my God, this dog, y'all, this is the most real life thing. And I'm gonna sell this dog on the internet. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that. But I saw a lot of other influencers making a lot of money, and I was like, you know what? If they can do that, why can't I? So I ended up leaving Plexus and I was like, let's try the influencer world. And unfortunately, what I found was there's no community. The products that you are endorsing are not great products and you're not making a lot of money. I posted a link from Like to Know It. I'm sure that you see a lot of your favorite creators posting their outfit links and things like that. It's usually from a platform called Like to Know It. And I shared Like to Know It for over 4 years, and my total income that I made in a 4 year period was a little over $1,100. I think it was like $1,156 in 4 years. And so flash forward to this spring, I had recently moved to Chicago, and not this past May, but the May before, I had competed in bodybuilding. And so I came off of that. My hormones were a disaster, my guts were a wreck. So I reached out to Chelsea and I was like, I want to get back on these products because I know that they work for me. But like also I want to do this business again because it was a huge blessing to me then. And I know that it could be now. I didn't know how much of a blessing it was going to be because not long after I clicked join to get back into this business, I have goosebumps. My now husband and I got the news that he was going to be deployed, and we got engaged in June. So I had to plan a wedding incredibly fast. And when I say incredibly fast, I mean like from the day that I decided we're going to get married to our wedding day was 75 days. So that's 2.5 months. So that's that was only 5 paychecks. Okay. Traditional paychecks from my 9 to 5 job. That's all that I had working with. And Oliver and I will be completely transparent. Chicago is expensive and we are living paycheck to paycheck. There was no room to plan a wedding. There was no wiggle room to do the fun things. And so I took advantage of this income opportunity, and my wedding was the most beautiful day ever. And Chelsea can speak to it because she is now a lifelong friend of mine and she was actually there. And I think that is also something to keep in mind, that not only is this income opportunity amazing, the friendships that you will make will last a lifetime. We were talking about somebody that I met on the internet was at my wedding with only 60 people. Like, it is truly such a blessing. And I'm just so grateful that this came in my life when it did. So I don't know what kind of wiggle room you want. I understand that not everybody is crazy and plans a wedding in 75 days, but maybe you do want to do that. Maybe you're like, I want to finally go on vacation. I want to earn enough money to go on vacation. That is possible. Or maybe you're like I was before we decided to plan the wedding. Maybe you want to go to the grocery store, go to tap on your card and not sit there and pray to God that it's not going to get declined. Because that has happened to me, and there's nothing more embarrassing than sitting there with all of these groceries and you actually can't pay for them. And I don't know if that's where you're at, but wherever you are at, just know that this meets you exactly where you are.
Oh man, I truly think that is my favorite thing about Plexus is that it really does meet you where you are. And just kind of you are in control of what you get to do with this. And so, kind of on that note, I want to just share a couple of things just kind of about the meat and potatoes about Plexus and some of the things that attracted me to this model and some of the things that really make us unique. So, we just want to chat through that a little bit and just talk a little bit about the company itself. There's a lot of buzz in the network marketing world right now. And so I think it's really important when you're talking about what kind of company you are joining. Um, Plexus, if you're not familiar with our products, we kind of own this microbiome gut health space. We are actually known as the OG gut health company. We were doing gut health before it was cool. That's why you'll see so many different testimonies kind of coming through our pages because gut health is at the core of so many different symptoms in the body. We have an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, which is huge. We are based in Scottsdale, Arizona. We are completely debt-free, which is incredible for a company like this. We're privately owned. All of our products are made right here in the USA. We have a highly acclaimed medical board that develops all of our products, and we have donated millions in philanthropy and charities over the past couple of years. And y'all, we are just getting started in that space. So very rock solid company and one that's not going anywhere.
And I think the other thing that I really like about this, especially like Chelsea said, there's a lot of buzz when it comes to the network marketing world. And I think one of my favorite things is there's no required purchase. Like you're not going to be, I remember my mom used to sell a product when I was younger and she would just have our basement was full of product. That is not anything that we do here. The only products that I buy are the ones that I take and that I force my husband to take. Husband is such a fun word. That's so fun for me. Being able to work from anywhere. I think that this is also a huge blessing because we're busy. We live in an Amazon Prime world where we are needed in a million different places right there, right now. And so the beauty of being able to pick up your phone and do just like a couple things here and there throughout your day, but also if you want to go to a cute little coffee shop and work, you can. If you want to sit in your car while you're waiting for your kids to get picked up from school, you can do that too. The residual income. This is a blessing. And I know that we're like short on time, so I'm trying to like speed this up quick, but the residual income came as a blessing to me because 2 weeks before my wedding, my Nana had a stroke and I had to be back in Michigan and take time off from my job. And again, 2 weeks before my wedding. So if you planned a wedding, you know that bills are due around that time. And knowing that like the residual income was going to cover so that I could be there with my Nana was a huge, huge blessing. Also, this also talks about the consumer demand. Like gut health is everywhere, but I feel like, I don't know if y'all see this the same way I do. People are kind of over influencers just posting about products that they don't care about. People want to know people. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really where this comes into play is like people want to know people again.
I absolutely agree with that. And that kind of like ties into something I want to share about is just kind of the model of how Plexus is kind of set up and how we're different. And this is something that gets me really excited. And that's our Starburst model. And I really want to break this down and explain this to you. This is what makes us really truly unique. We are not a pyramid. We have no legs that you're trying to balance and put people under. There's not any kind of get in early and get a good spot. This is truly an equal opportunity for everybody. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that in just a second. But you can actually come into this and pass the person and be more successful than the person who brought you in. You are not, so and the way that this works is that you're not only going to make money on personal customers and referrals. Affiliate marketing is a huge thing right now. I think pretty much everything I buy comes with some sort of affiliate link. If you refer a friend, earn $5. Plexus has the affiliate marketing, but I call it affiliate marketing on steroids. And this is really the power of building a team. So you not only earn commissions on those people that you directly refer, but you're going to earn commissions every single time they use that link and earn commissions on their referrals. This goes 7 levels deep, as you can kind of see here on the slide, and you can build infinitely wide. you guys. And because of this, you can really see what exponential growth can look like. And this is the power of network marketing and the power of really building a team with this and encouraging other people, just like I've done with Libby, encouraging other people to catch the vision of this and do this with you. This is truly network marketing the way that it could be done, the way that it should be done, but rarely is in this space. And it's really unique that we have a model that looks like this.
Yeah, and what Chelsea said is it's rarely done like this. And I think I have an incredibly unique perspective on this because I did step away from this business and go into the influencer world where I was making pennies on the dollar for things that I was sharing. And with this, you get paid 5 different ways. The Plexus point and the profit sharing. Chelsea, can you elaborate? You've been doing that one a lot longer than I have. You want to touch on that one?
Absolutely. This is one of the things that actually drew me to Plexus because it was such a smart business move. So Plexus offers something called profit sharing for all brand ambassadors. These are paid out monthly. Essentially, 50% of the company's profits is put back into its brand ambassadors. The Plexus point system allows us to rank up with just VIP customers and having a customer base. Team building is always optional with this, but for every customer that's in your organization, remember that Starburst model before, you are earning profit sharing as a part of that. So the better the company does, the better that you are going to do as a brand ambassador. And it really helps to create this one Plexus culture where we're not competing against each other, but when a sister team is winning and we are winning, the whole ship rises. It really is a unique way that we get paid.
You articulated that so much better than I could have. The personal commission. I want y'all to like read this really quick where it says paid weekly. That's really earlier where we talked about that like passive income and residual income. That's really where this comes into play is like I had said earlier, where I was trying to plan a wedding with only 5 paychecks. With Plexus, how many weeks is that? That was 4, 8. I was getting paychecks every week. And that's what was able to pay for my wedding. It was the monthly, but it was also those weekly paychecks because tiny things add up. And so you get paid the 20% on your new VPs, which is phenomenal. But also rank up and fast start. I love the Fast Start program. The Fast Start program was not a part of Plexus when I first joined, and I wish it would have been, but I think Fast Start is the most phenomenal thing. The bonuses are amazing, and it really allows you to catch the vision early because everybody wants, I think people have a hard time talking about money, but people need that extra income. And when you focus on Fast Start, that income is provided to you. And the nice part about Fast Start is as you go through the ranks with this company in your Fast Start period, it's doubled. And that is a huge blessing. And that's what was able to be a blessing for me. And the next part, I joked about this in my Instagram story earlier this week. Like, I understand that not everybody who joins a network marketing company, like, wants to quit their job, retire their husband, and drive a fancy car. But, like, I do. Like, I don't know about anybody else on this call right now, but, like, I would love a Lexus. Like, I think that sounds fantastic. Like, I would love to be a white suburban mom in my little Lexus. I think that sounds great. But the nice part is, if that's not your style, we have a lifestyle bonus and you can pick the car that you want. Like, I have plans and dreams to hit the rank where this would happen while my husband is deployed. I am not going to be getting I'm not going to get a Lexus while he's deployed. I'm going to take that money, put it towards our car payment, and then when he gets home, I'll get my Lexus. And the flexibility of that is phenomenal. The fact that that's available to us is wonderful. Not only are they saying, here's a luxury car, and then they're saying, oh, but if you don't want it, you could do this instead, which is fantastic. And then Chelsea, will you tap in on the last one? Because this is actually something that you get to personally speak on, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, so another really great perk of kind of hitting those top 3 ranks, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. There is a special commissions pool that is set aside for the Emerald, Sapphire, and Diamond brand ambassadors. So a certain percentage of the company's profits go into that pool. And when you hit those top 3 ranks, that profit pool is split between all of the jewel level top 3 top 3 levels in the company. It's a really nice perk. It's a cash bonus every month on top of all of the other ambassador commissions and everything else that you're earning. So very generous comp plan, and just blows my mind sometimes. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about just kind of what it looks like to get started. This is kind of an idea of what it looks like at the different ranks with Plexus. And the really cool thing about this particular kind of model right here is, even if you don't understand like what does silver mean, what does senior silver mean, I want you to look at this and understand that the first 3 ranks of this can be achieved completely by yourself on straight affiliate links. So the first 3 ranks of this doesn't necessarily mean that you're building a team at this point, but this is true affiliate links. And I don't know about y'all. I know when I first started, a Ruby income for me was huge, $2,000 a month. The thought of a Sapphire income just kind of blew my mind. But the thing that really changed the dynamic for us was when I hit that rank of gold. When I hit the rank of gold and was making $750 extra a month, it was enough to give us breathing room. It was enough to allow us to buy groceries without couponing to death. And so I just want y'all to think about, what would you do with an extra $750 per month? Type it in the chat if you feel bold. Like, what would you do with an extra $750 per month? And this is how simple it is to get started with this, truly. When you grab your wellness bundle, your first combo with this, you're going to get your referral link. We're going to tell you to turn around and grab 3 friends to start with you, just like I did with me. I called my mom, my sister, and my best friend before I ever even posted on social media. And I made over $300 that first month. And you're going to earn your first paycheck just by doing that. From there, y'all, we're going to hold your hand. We have an incredible team culture. We have incredible resources for you. We're going to help you share on social media. We're going to help you get hooked up with your referral link. And just like Libby said, from there, you're going to start getting paid 5 times per month for those referrals that you're making. It truly is so, so simple.
So I feel like, Chelsea, you really set the tone in the beginning of this when you said there's a lot of buzz, right? There's a lot of buzz in the network marketing space. And I feel like we started as a startup company, and now we're like in that middle ground between a startup company and being a household name. And I think that that's a beautiful spot to be in, especially with the reputation of our company. I feel like I have a lot of people, when I'm chatting, people are like, well, I haven't heard of Plexus. And I'm like, that's because you probably haven't heard anything negative about Plexus. You know, like people always say, like, bad publicity is still publicity, and that's fine. But luckily for us, like, 99% of people who are going to talk about Plexus, they're going to have something good to say. And if we keep with that momentum the way that we have, I mean, we're only 16 years into business. You think about these other household names of companies, they've been around for a long time. Like, in the grand scheme of things, we truly are just getting started. So when you think of something like this and people are like, oh, you need to get in early, in the grand scheme of things, this is early, because in those first 16 years, we have developed so much and changed so much, and we continue to grow. And I think that's another beautiful part of this company is Plexus continues to grow with the way that the world grows, if that makes sense. They continue to develop.
Absolutely. And there's just so much to be said for stability, and kind of go back to that first slide of us being a debt-free company. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We are in control of our finances, which a lot of these companies that you're seeing kind of go under or move to an affiliate model, a lot of them are doing that because they're in financial distress. So being a part of a company that has a strong startup who has a strong financial standing is huge in this. All right, kind of just to wrap us up, and this is one of the things that I know Libby loves about this feature. I love about this. We make this super simple for y'all to share. Like I said, coming in on this, building a team is always optional. You're going to hear us call this network or affiliate marketing on steroids a lot. This is how simple it is to come in and share. Anybody can access something called Share a Cart. So when you get your account, you're able to go in, and if your mom says, all right, hook me up with Triplex, let's start this thing together, you can actually go into your account, quickly build a cart for her, and push it out to her. All she has to do is click, enter in her information, and she's ready to go. The company's going to ship the products right to her door. You don't have to be the middleman. A week later, you're going to earn a 20% commission on whatever she orders. And you're going to make another payment on that same order mid-month that includes any monthly incentives and that profit sharing that we talked about. You also are going to receive an email as soon as your customer orders so that you know who they are. So if you're somebody who shares this on social media a lot, like Libby and I do, it makes it really nice to be able to share this directly to stories and be able to share this directly into your chats and in your messenger. And y'all, that's really it. That is really the crux of this business. And like I said at the beginning of this, more than anything tonight, we just want you to know coming into this that you are not stuck, that you have options. And I tell people all the time, this business is not rocket science. This business is not rocket science. It might require you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. It might require you to grow a little bit on a personal level, but I can promise you, no matter what your background is, no matter what your skill level is coming into this, no matter what your social media following looks like on this, if you are coachable and if you are willing to step out of your comfort zone a little bit and go after something a little bit different, you can create options with this business. And we are so excited just to link arms with those of you who are ready to do that. We will definitely be chatting with y'all in DMs. We're so excited for y'all that y'all were here tonight. If you have any questions, please feel free to just kind of message us separately. We'll be following up with y'all. But thank you so much for being here tonight. And we will catch y'all in DMs. Thanks for being here tonight, y'all.